Steve, and this video is going to teach you how to set up your own website design. And basically, if I have time, I'll actually create a page, but I wanted to show you the tools and stuff you can use to set this all up for yourself. And if you're interested in designing web pages, it's a little bit easier than you might have imagined. The main thing is there's some categories and some items I wanted to go over here that are necessary to get this going. The number one thing is website hosting. Is the first thing you want to do is you'll want to find a provider that can suit your needs. Now, you can use free hosting. There's a lot of free hosting sites out there, and some of the beginners you can go that route if you want. But if you want to eventually be like other people like me and get into the market and make money online, I highly recommend purchasing your own website. They're pretty cheap anyways these days. I'm saying website, but I actually mean domain. A domain is this name right here. Like my domain is actually programmermind.com. That's the name of my domain. So, like I said, you can use Bluehost. I do use Bluehost. These are some of the tools that Bluehost does offer for you. They have a panel that's called cPanel where they manage all of their different tools in kind of one area. It's kind of neat. You can kind of go through the icons and find everything pretty simplistic. So a lot of these are just sitting out there, and I don't really take advantage of a lot of them. I'm not like heavy into a lot of these services, but you can for developers. There's stuff here for database. There's security. If you're that kind of person who really wants to make your site secure, you can do that. This isn't a Bluehost tutorial, so I'm not going to go over all that. I just wanted to show you how to get started with this. Okay, so once you set up Bluehost, the next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to, and this, I'm just assuming you've already got your domain registered, you've already went through Bluehost, and all that is already done, and you can access everything here. So, the next thing you'll want to do is you'll want to get an FTP client. Now, there are a few different options here. You can use the one that actually comes packaged here with Bluehost, which is right, if I expand this a little bit. It's right up here. It's called Unlimited. Why am I not seeing it right now? Let's see. Statistics, bandwidth. Make sure I'm on the right page here. Because I don't, yes, here it is. It's right here. Actually, that's why I'm not seeing it. It's not scrolling over far enough. So let me move the screen over a little bit. Here, move this over. Right here, it's called Unlimited FTP. Now, I don't have Java installed on mine, so it's going to basically say you need to enable Java, and you can use it that way. But I actually prefer this. I think that Bluehost even recommended FileZilla. And FileZilla, you can download that on the internet. Just look for FileZilla.com. Once you get it in, you'll want to set up, you want to use your host name. Remember, this is your domain name, and use www. Whatever your domain name is. And then you're going to have a username. This is actually the same name that you would use to sign in with your hosting provider. And then from there, you want to put in your password. It'll save everything and it hides it so that it can't be seen. And then this is the environment. This side you're looking at right here, this is your actual computer, and this is actually the server where it connects. So once you click on Quick Connect after that, I'm not going to do it here because I have to type all this stuff in again, but you hit Quick Connect like that, and since it's already established, I could probably just reestablish it here. I'll show you. And it basically opens up a window like that. So remember, this right over here is your computer. For those who are not real savvy, basically it's right here. If you go to computer, you're looking at your C drive right here. So now, what you want to do, you want to set up a folder on your computer. You can make any folder you want where you're going to store all your files just for easier reference. Mine's just called Programmer Mind October. I put 12/2013. That was the date I was last updating. So once you have that, then you're going to be able to transfer files over here. Once you have files inside of here, these are where all my web files are stored. So when you first start out, you're not going to have a whole lot of files here unless you start creating them. So that's the next part I wanted to show you is the tools. Now there's a lot of website tools out there. I would definitely highly recommend Dreamweaver if you've got the money for it. I'm looking into investing in it real soon, but right now things are financially tight. However, Ervsoft is a free one you can get on the internet. I've gotten used to using it. It's not the greatest. I mean, if you kind minimize it here. Watch this. It kind of like waits until it opens. I don't know whose idea that was, but some of the things it is with it. But let's say you're okay with it and you're going to use it. So what we're going to do here, I'm going to shut down some of these windows here. These are just all the web pages I already have currently open. I'm going to start closing. I just don't want to confuse newer people, so I'm closing all these other ones. I think we're going to leave that one open. We'll probably work with that one, and then definitely close this one. Now, you want to call it index.html. I just named it index2 because I already have it renamed on my server here. Go back there in here. So public HTML is where you're going to find where all the files load from. So it's right here. So you can call it that, and for purposes of this video, I'll just go ahead and rename this so people don't get confused. So assuming I can rename it here. That's probably why I didn't rename it. Let's see. Well, I haven't saved anything. I think that's probably why it's not letting me. It kind of detects whether you've done something to it or not, and then from there it should let me save it or save as. Here we go. So I'll just call it index.html, and we'll save it. Now that we got the right file. So this is the file that we're going to be transferring from here. Right here's where it is, and we're going to be transferring over here when we're done with it. So right now, if we wanted to, we could just double click like this, and it would, but since it's already existing, it's saying, do you want to override it? And normally we would say, okay, I'm not going to do it at this point because I haven't done anything to it. And this index page you're looking at is this one right here. It's your startup page. So everything right here would be included in index. I can throw something in here and show it to you. But I didn't want to, throw off the original design. But let's just say we wanted to add something in here. So you still have them in order here. Okay, so I'm going to move this over a little bit here. And let's just say we wanted to add like a new content section or something. Right in here or something. Now I already have CSS styles set up on this, so I'm just going to use my CSS styles. For those who are not familiar, the CSS styles are actually included. You can embed them in your page, or you can actually include a separate file. I just use a separate file, which is a style CSS, and it pulls anything from here. But this is not a CSS video, so it's going to be a little bit more advanced for people who may hopefully be able to follow along with this. So paragraph title is just picking up the formatting from my paragraph title, which is basically, I'll give you a little bit of overhaul on that. It's just basically formatting this text right here, how it looks here, instead of using standard text. It kind of just changes the format of it. And in this example, it's actually a header, so it's going to be larger text. So put that there. I got it squished in here and kind of like click on it. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we'll just say test title. This is a test area for our website.